Hello, welcome to the podcast, which I've actually forgotten the name of because we decided on a name last time, didn't we? But then we have already forgotten it again. How ridiculous we
Roll
are.
to miss the miscast.
That's the name of the podcast that I am producing, and I do know the name and I am on it. Yeah, you can see that the quality of my camera has improved somewhat, and it wasn't because I got a new camera, it's because it in fact was dirty and I didn't realise. So.
And you're looking as beautiful as a fresh sunny day.
I look sharp. I look beautiful.
Just as vegan.
I'm dressing for the weather that I want, not the weather that it is. It's gone cold again in the UK now. So dress as bright as you can, otherwise...
Yeah, and I'm going for wearing my hobby and my condition.
ADHD and D.
That's the one.
Very good, very good. One time I have a coat that's like the same colour, it's like bright yellow and it has flowers all over it, and I was wearing this jumpsuit and I just shoved that coat on because it's my like puffer jacket, it's very, very warm, and I went to meet my friend at the train station and she goes, very Gen Z she is, she goes, is this dopamine dressing? I think I've been read. I was like, yes.
Read like a book.
Is this dopamine dressing? I think that I took it as a compliment, but I don't know that everybody would.
No, it's definitely a compliment. You're wearing what makes you feel happy and good.
And the dopamine hits.
And the dopamine that it provides. And that's perfectly natural.
Yes, exactly. What are we doing today, Christopher? Today we are doing 3 things, maybe 4 things, who knows. We are going to do some quizzes. One quiz from you about caster types. And I'm going to do it.
Quiz. E-M.
T. S.
M.
What?
S? What's the S for?
Spell quiz.
The spell quiz. Yeah.
What's the M for?
TM. Spell quiz TM. You know, it's trademark.
Oh, I thought you were saying the spell quiz.
The spell. The spell.
No, that's an S.
Quiz. That is an S in sign language, isn't it? I think.
It is an S.
Yeah. A, E, I, O, U, and S.
I thought that I wouldn't have to
That's T.
control the chat as much because it's just you and me today, but apparently we've now started learning sign language, so we probably should actually start doing what we wanted to do. What would you like to do first? Would you like to talk about the big D&D news, which is not going to be news by the time we put this together, but it would be nice to talk about anyway. What is it?
Good day, good buddies. Welcome to Chris Complains About the Universe section of the podcast. As you can see, this is the complaining face.
I am going to act as the audience stand-in today who doesn't know anything. Occasionally I will say, huh. And sometimes I might even say, I might ask a pertinent question. Let's see how it goes.
They better be pertinent. If they're not pertinent, could they at least be perky?
Huh.
And that's exactly the kind of thing we're going for today. So let's just get into it. Let's dish yourself a plate, grab a spoon, get down to chomping on it. Because we've got a right chomp on for some news, haven't we?
We have got a chomp on for some news.
Got such a chomp on. That means hungry in our language now. So, the second of 2 major players in the D&D universe, Jeremy Crawford, has announced that he is retiring from Dungeons & Dragons. Now, there are a lot of theories and ideas going around, different ideas and perspectives about what that means going forward, about what that means for D&D. First of all, just say a massive congratulations to Jeremy Crawford and indeed Chris Perkins for their tenure as lead game designer, creative director, writer, and face of Dungeons & Dragons, particularly Jeremy Crawford.
If I, the viewer, stand-in, don't know much... Why are they leaving? Are they retiring? Or are they moving on to other projects?
Well, the party line is that they're retiring because it's in a really good place and they feel like they need to leave to give the next generation more room to breathe. I hope that's the case. I also wouldn't mind if the 2 of them are leaving to start a smaller independent one where they have more creative control. I would definitely buy that book. I also completely understand if they are fed up with how Hasbro have been doing things with the obviously OGL scandal, open game license scandal, where they were going to try and get everyone's freedom to create things in the D&D space, and come down hard on creators such as ourselves, who are piggybacking off their IP, as it were. Of course, just producing content in the sphere of TTRPG. Also, how they're selling off the rights to do things like movies and whatnot, and it's becoming more of a brand than a game, and they're putting more emphasis on building it as an IP. And it's all, there's a lot of things going on. Who knows what's the truth other than those people themselves? But I'm hoping it's the case that they felt like they took it as far as they can take it. They've done pretty well off it. They're going to have a nice, comfortable retirement because they're both advancing in years and going to sail away into the sunset, and D&D is going to continue to thrive and prosper for generations to come.
I do hope so.
As my camera phone slightly falls off its perch, as we discussed, just because of how taken away it is by the news.
I do hope that D&D prospers, but I was looking at an article and someone was saying Wizards of the Coast probably do have something planned, if it is a planned retirement sort of thing, but who knows. You've made some excellent points about other theories. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. It's the internet, of course. Everyone's got theories. Only they know why they've left. It's a matter of opinion, really, whether they're leaving like rats on a sinking ship or whether they are genuinely just retiring. Only they will know that. And the thing is about brands and their success is people's belief in them, right? If everybody believes that it's rats leaving a sinking ship, then that will become true. It's like money, it's like the economy, it's like all of these things that we've all agreed to believe in. If we all collectively stop believing in it, for whatever reason, because people have left or because the creative ideas have gone in a different direction or whatever, if it is the creative reason, then we will obviously go and find other things. If it's because people are leaving, though, I don't think we should just quit on it without seeing what happens. I think we should see what happens. I trust in them that they know what they're doing. They've run a business for a long time. I know that they've only just taken over, but Wizards of the Coast have been a thing for a long time. They've probably planned for this, hopefully. I'm excited because when you get new artists involved in things, good things can happen. Bad things can happen too.
And obviously there are detractors who are saying that they're getting rid of all of the good people involved to replace them with robots who generate AI-driven content, and let's just hope that's not the case. I don't think it is. I think they've definitely got more about them than that, and they're making enough money from all of the different revenue streams that D&D brings, such as online content and the whole Lego D&D that's happening right now, and the D&D movie, D&D series that they've got in the pipeline. So they definitely have enough money to be able to throw at getting new and possibly even better people. But
I think that AI
that's not to say that Chris Perkins and Jeremy Cofer didn't do a fantastic job, which they did, because obviously D&D 2014 to 2024 has been a major part of our lives and getting us into this.
I did want to just mention the AI thing. I think that this could potentially be something that sort of ages this content quite a lot if I say something that's absolutely ridiculous now, but my opinion is that D&D, I just don't, not necessarily D&D, but the space that we're in right now, it is an intensely creative space. The reason that people like it is because you get to engage with each other, you get to role play, you get to create characters, you get to create worlds. I just don't think that AI really belongs here. If people start using it, then I'm not saying that people won't start using it in D&D. I'm saying that it won't be D&D anymore if that happens. It'll be something else. The thing that is D&D is the people that make D&D, is the people who make the stories, is the people who upload the free resources.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a people-focused enterprise, and it's human creativity and intelligence which drives it, and it's human creativity and intelligence that will drive the future of it.
They'll go somewhere else.
If there happens to be a brand new TTRPG called Crawford and Perkins, I would buy it, and I'd be a full-time C&P content creator.
Take my money, take my money. Happy to.
For the final point on that, I just want to say one more time, congratulations to them. We've obviously played Curse of Strahd together, which I believe is one of Chris Perkins's.
That moment when you first meet Strahd, I was scared, I was excited, I was exhilarated.
Yeah.
I've been a vampire girly for a long time. I was pretty drunk at the time, back in the old days when I used to indulge in a beverage. And it just completely goosebumps all over. It's like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Is it vampire? Is it vampire? It's a vampire! So exciting. I loved it.
A big bad vamp, yeah. Big bad vamp.
You were like, I don't
Big
recommend
bad
fighting. Run away.
Good times. And I believe you ran headfirst into the combat and came out on top, as always.
Well, at that time, I was a total monk, which, by the way, OP as all heck.
Yeah.
And it was just a complete accident. I just thought it would be funny to have a turtle that was a monk.
And it was really, really good.
I wasn't even thinking of Kung Fu Panda at the time. I didn't even call him Oogway. Did you know that Oogway is actually Chinese for turtle?
I did not, but now I do, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Did you know that Master Shifu just means master?
Yeah, and you're master. Yeah, that's pretty great though.
Oogway is, yeah.
Yeah. Po doesn't mean panda though, does it?
No, it doesn't. Did you know the word for panda is xiongmao, which means like bear cat? Amazing.
Wow, didn't, but that is so good.
It is a bear cat.
It is such a bear cat.
That could be a build that we do. It's not a werebear, it's a bear cat. And it's just a freaking panda.
Yeah. It's just a big panda.
Yeah, you build up to your whole campaign builds up to the the whole campaign builds up to the bear cat, and it just comes out, and you like describe it really dramatically, and then you should put a picture on the screen for everybody. It's a panda.
It's just a panda. And you can't defeat it through combat. You have to just like give it scritches and carrots.
No, you just have to put obstacles in its way, and it'll fall down.
Yeah. Or just give it a hill to roll down and let it do its thing. Some snow to play with.
Don't fight the panda.
No, never fight the pandas.
Never
fight the pandas.
I've heard they're quite good at kung fu.
I mean, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that pandas are great at kung fu.
Now, let's move on to our next item, which is going to be an item by me. I'm going to do as a Buzzfeed quiz. I'm taking it old school, taking it back to 2012, okay? Just in case the young ones who are watching don't know what Buzzfeed is. Buzzfeed was a company back when we were youngsters, when the internet was just a baby being born. Buzzfeed ended up being terrible because everybody left because they were being exploited for their content. Allegedly. And again.
And it's
allegedly.
It's now a meme based on that very thing.
Yeah, and basically those bunch of creators were being asked to create loads and loads. It was a content farm, so they would make these quizzes. A lot of them were personality quizzes, or which Disney character are you, or
like what's your street? What was the first pet that you had, and your mother's maiden name? And
yeah, it was definitely a little bit that. It was a little bit like information farming. Let's give it some of our information right now. Everyone has a Dungeons and Dragons class, so answer some personal questions to find out yours. You've been dying to know. Good. Okay. So now choose an image. You've got a big fist.
Big fist.
You've got a nice room with lights in it.
Funky room, disco room. That's bonkers.
A light bulb in a hand that's hovering.
And
you've got a doggus with one ear up and one ear down, and you've got a tiny hand in what I can only assume is a large, disembodied hand.
So instantly, I've got my D&D brain, and I'm thinking, the fist is martial, the dog is druid, the hand is a god, and that's hand. But I was instantly taken to the god, to the dog at first. She's obviously god backwards, so I can see how I messed that up. Mm-hmm. But now I'm looking at it, I've just got a baby boy.
Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with tiny hand and big hand. Hello, little boy.
You are going on a date. Where to? The movies, the park / hiking, a gym / sporting event. Something extraordinary, and it's got like a shitty fair.
Yeah, that looks
so extraordinary. I haven't seen one of these before.
Yeah.
or to listen to a speaker/poet?
I
know what you're going to choose because you're trying to metagame it.
I'm really trying to not metagame. I'm trying to not think of D&D. I'm trying to think of me as a person. And my go-to date when I was dating was always the movies. And it was boring, but then you could like meet up beforehand, talk about the movie a bit, and then you could just not do anything for a couple of hours. So
sit there sweating and worrying about what to say next when you get to
exactly.
the pub bit.
Just let the entertainment do the entertaining instead of myself.
I think for a first date, the movies. I think that's better for like a third date.
Yeah. Well, maybe I just want to skip to the good stuff, you know.
Yeah, but you want to get to know the person. You want to do like a creepy check. You want to do like a bit of a vetting.
That's what we want.
Well, maybe that's not what you want. You hear your parents fighting in the other room. What do you do? Oh my god, this is traumatizing for me. I'm having a trauma response.
Set the building on fire. Is that an option?
No, it's not. Let's go outside.
I'm not seeing it.
Confront them. Read a book / watch a show. Dissociate that one. Ask someone for guidance. Try to meditate.
I was always try to mediate kind of guy.
Oh, not meditate, mediate. Yeah. I'm just sitting.
I mean, I guess trying to meditate is like positively disassociating from the conversation, isn't it? I definitely wouldn't ask someone for guidance because I like to just deal with things myself, you know.
So you're a mediator.
It would be either confront them or mediate them.
Well, I don't think you're very confrontational.
Confront sounds a bit too like I want to go and punch them both in the face, and they're my parents. So let's go try to mediate.
For me, it was always read a book, watch a show, do a jigsaw, put my music in, do my nails, just do anything other than listen to them. All right, now.
That's what they all say.
Oh, this is illegal. Pick a food. A cheese toasty, some chicken nuggets and chips. I know what God would choose. A Mediterranean salad, I guess. Some kind of meat. Don't ask me. Remember when we worked. And because I'm vegan, I don't know if you guys know, they were like, you need to know all of the different cuts of meat. You need to know to be able to tell the customers. And I was just like, I've got absolutely no like wish to know this. They were like, you have to research it. I was like, I feel like this is a hate crime. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm not like a militant vegan, but I also had no interest at all in spending my free time researching cuts of meat. It wasn't like that to me.
I don't think it was okay for them to ask that, but obviously, you know.
Anyway, what would you choose? Would you choose a nice fish, nice meat, nice chicken, nice salad, or a nice toasty?
It's got to be number 4 for me. I know it's not your bag, but that looks pretty darn good to me.
Yeah, I would go for the toasty probably, or I don't really like salad. Yeah, I'd go for the toasty. That's pretty dirty.
I love a hearty, meaty dish covered in gravy and stuff like that. You know?
Nice.
The northeast.
Pick
a gravy. Well, they got a chomp on.
Next one, got a chomp on, babes. Pick a quote. I can do whatever I want today. You're not lost. You're here.
I do like that one.
Punch today in the face.
I like that one too.
This says, I feel like something.
It looks like it says I feel like shit.
I feel like making dreams come true.
It's a bit fucking vapid, isn't it? It's a bit.
Enjoy the little things with a piece of grass, macaron, and a coffee.
So that one's the live, life, love one. I'm not that kind of guy.
It's not actually. It's just got the live, laugh, love font. I think a lot can. I think if you put enjoy the little things in this font, you would feel like shouting it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but punch today in the face isn't live, laugh, fluffy, is it? Let's be honest. I feel like you're not lost. You're here as speaking to me as a person.
Yeah.
Because I do get lost.
One of my favourite quotes I've heard recently was I can't remember who said it, but might have just been me. I'm quite a legend. Wherever you go, there you are.
Excellent.
It's very much got that energy, hasn't it? Wherever you go, there you are.
One of my favourite quotes is, I believe, from Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and it's home is wherever you hang your enemy's head.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And a quote that I want to live my life for right now is Oh, deep pits of cow shit. Oh, deep pits of cow shit. It's what we're going to shout now whenever something goes on.
Deep bits.
Yeah, deep pits of cow shit.
Does it feel good when you say it?
Yeah, knee deep in pits of cow shit. It feels good. Comes from deep. It makes me feel as good as punching today in the face. I am torn. I do like that one. I might start saying that one for now as well.
It's a bit aggressive.
I'm going to punch today in the face. Possibly in the dick.
It's like...
Maybe in the...
Alright, finally, pick somewhere to live. Do you want to live in this symmetrical Wes Anderson house? Do you want to live in this Twilight-ass forest house? Do you want to live in this modernistic nightmare with angles? Do you want to live in this cute little cottage with a picket fence? Or do you want to live in this? What do you think I would pick? With the big triangles.
Based on what you know of me, Eleanor, what do you think I would pick?
I think this one's got it looks a bit turrety. It's a bit castle-y.
There is a bit of a castle vibe.
I think you'd quite like the woods, perhaps.
Yeah, I am quite a shiery, hobbity bitch, so I kind of like 2 or 4. Number 4 looks the most like a hobbit home, which is my ideal place to live.
Yeah, that's great. It does look like a hobbit home. It's kind of cute, isn't it?
If it was circular, it would be me. All me.
Bit of you, that. Oh my god, your result is a paladin or a cleric, which I don't think you would like that. But apparently that is who you are. You must accept this.
Yeah, so I'm not to alienate a large proportion of our audience. I'm not the most on religion, but I have played quite a few clerics because I feel like if God was just actively in the world causing shit to happen, I'd be like, yeah, sound. I'm gonna punch a guy in the face for you. So I have played a couple of clerics, and
I would like to read to you what this says. And then
go on and tell me what it says about me as a person.
You, like these classes, have a strong sense of guidance. Whether it be religious or from others, you look to other sources for guidance when you're facing hardships. It never hurts to ask someone for help. Keywords: bond, intermediary.
Yeah, I fully disagree with that. Sure. I like to try and deal things by myself and deal with my own stuff and leave everyone else to deal with theirs. So, good job, Buzzfeed. Oh my god, it's Dave.
I can't believe you just threw off my groove, Dave.
Oh, well...
He threw off the Emperor's groove!
You threw off my groove. It seems like you threw off the Emperor's groove. That was when Disney was good. See, bringing it back to that conversation that we had off screen.
Oh.
That was best. That was the best time of my life.
I love that movie. We'll happily watch again.
It was good times.
Hello, this is my person Dave. We have played together, but in the past we've been on different screens, pretending that we didn't actually know each other, but we were quite evidently in the same room.
The secret is out.
As you could tell by the way that I was always looking above my screen rather than directly at the camera.
And the fact that, as Will pointed out, we can suspiciously always hear Dave, even though his camera's muted, because it's coming through us.
Every time I speak, Eleanor's little mic thing just jumps up.
Yeah, my little green bubble.
The clues were there. Alright, anyway, what class are you on your personality?
He's a paladin / cleric.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Apparently so. I didn't think I was.
Anyway, now Dave is going to ask the questions for me.
Okay. Let's do it.
And I will act surprised. What? Huh?
Choose an image.
I am going to choose the Doggus.
Obviously,
Very
the
cute.
best one.
Very cute, very cute, very cute.
What? You're going on a date? Where to?
I actually really love, I should say listening to a speaker / poet, but that's not realistic. I actually would much prefer going to the park or hiking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being outside.
I was gonna.
We do that often.
I was gonna suggest a militant vegan meetup group.
I don't know if that's me. No offense to people who are like that. That's totally fine. I support your cause. I support everything you're doing.
Be more militant. You hear your parents fighting in the other room. What do you do?
We talked about this a little bit before. I would dissociate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would just dissociate because you don't want to get involved, right?
Leave.
You don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Not too much trauma. Have a little bit of my trauma. I'll hold it back. I'm quite good at oversharing trauma. That is another ADHD trait that I have. I might have ADHD, who knows? But yeah, I'm one of those people who overshares, and then the next day when I wake up, I'm like, oh, why do I exist?
Why have I done this?
Yeah.
Why am I being
Social
deceived
regret.
constantly? What? Yes.
Oh no, social regret. I regret the things I say. Don't, because everyone loves you anyway.
Now pick a food.
I'll pick a food. I would like to choose, please, the
Nuggets and
cheese toasty. I know
The
that I don't
only
eat cheese.
Yeah, you can eat vegan
I
cheese.
can have vegan cheese.
What,
That's
not
fine.
nuggies and chips?
I would have a cheese toasty with, I'd put a layer of butter, a layer of Marmite, a layer of Applewood's smoked vegan cheese, which is yummy.
Oops.
And I would have, and then I would put my cheese on, and I'd put salt and pepper on top, and then I'd make a toasty.
Don't like them.
Yummy.
Alright.
Yummy.
Okay. Cheese toasty.
Cheese toasty.
Pick a quote.
These are funny.
Right, okay. So, quote 1, I can
Yeah,
do
present
whatever
them,
I
Dave.
want today. Quote 2, you're not lost, you're here. Quote 3, punch today in the face. Quote 4, I feel like, and it's been cut off because Buzzfeed is awful. I feel like...
Making dreams come true.
Oh, okay, fun. Feel like making dreams come true. And finally, enjoy the little things.
Enjoy the little things. I know we were talking about how this is a bit basic bitch font.
Yeah, live, laugh, love.
I do like
Oh,
punch
yeah.
today in the face.
Yeah.
I
good one.
think one that actually does resonate with me is I can do whatever I want today, because it's how I've been trying to live my life. I think when you've been through like mental health stuff, I know that I'm getting a bit deep, but when you've been through mental health stuff, it is important to remember that you do have free will. You are allowed to go outside of your house, and you should exercise that right. You're even allowed to get out of bed. You're allowed to put your clothes on. You're allowed to brush your teeth. I would encourage it. I've been in places where I've not been able to do any of those things, and I'm not there anymore. So just say that to yourself if it helps you. I can do whatever I want today, and I frickin' will. I will.
Unless it's killing orphan children.
No, anything. Whatever I want.
No.
Whatever gets you out of bed, my
That's
friends.
That's what the slogan says.
The fight for depression has no bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally said the
Whatever
fight for
gets you out of bed.
depression.
For
On
depression.
depression's side.
Yeah. Those orphans can be pretty depressed when you saw.
We were in
Okay,
danger
so
of
which one is it?
becoming,
What are you picking?
I can do whatever I want today.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Lastly,
We were in
pick
danger-
somewhere to
in
live.
danger of becoming Iceland. Yeah,
Now
I'll
this
bring
is
it back.
interesting, Dave. Where do you think I would choose to live?
You would definitely pick.
And bearing in mind, none
I
of these
don't know.
options are
These
China
all are
or Thailand.
screaming you. if I'm being
Yeah, so those
honest.
are the ones we were discussing for Chris as well.
Yeah.
The forest one,
All of
the cottage one, and the triangle-y shapey one. I like the triangle shapes. I would say definitely the forest though. I lived in a forest when I lived in a forest when I was a kid, and I just have never gotten over it. I'm obsessed.
Not a house in the forest. The
It was a house.
the leaflets
It was
are-
a nice house in the
No,
forest.
it was a tree hollowed out.
very much in line with your class, of course, which is Druid or Ranger.
I
Apparently.
do see myself as a bit of a druid / ranger. However, I've never successfully played either of those.
You do talk to an animal a lot.
Yeah.
Or dog.
Yeah.
I do
You
talk to Biggie
talk
a
with
lot.
animals.
And I have seen you call down the powers of almighty lightning to smite your enemies. So
Yeah, I often do that
Frequently, actually, yeah, most
Yeah.
days.
as well. In what way do you talk to your dog? Because I talk to her like this. Oh, Biggie, you're the cutest
Oh,
dog I've ever
she-
seen.
she is actually a baby,
Oh,
though.
Biggie. Just whilst we're on a walk, if it's just me and her, I'll just be like walking
Narrate
with the
my
dog
thoughts.
and just literally just narrating the whole time. Because I just catch sight of her and be like, oh,
What a good girl she is.
what a great little dog she is.
She's going to be getting very excited somewhere, actually.
I like to consult my dog in all of my financial decisions.
Mhm.
That'll be why they're in the toilet.
I also like to read information about news and events in the TTRPG space.
Mhm. Is
Yeah.
that
He's
what
got
you're doing right now?
he's got a keen interest in the hottest D&D news.
Like that.
His Bill.
All right, let's have a look at what it says for Druid or Ranger. Could you read it, Dave?
You, like these classes, feel best at home around nature. When faced with problems, you like to clear your head with fresh air from plants and with animal companions. Maybe even talking to either about your problems, see? That's what we said. To help yourself sort through them. Biggie, you a good girl. You are a force of nature. Keywords, environmental and protective.
Look, show
You
my
are
age
a
with
force
my
of nature.
millennial
Yeah, a
heart.
force of nature, I can believe.
I actually can't do the Gen Z one.
Yeah.
Can you?
Is it?
They do. Wait, they do
It's like
this.
this. You do like a half.
You're supposed to put
that's-
these ones straight, and then
It's
these
like
ones.
That's a
one
fucked up
straight,
sheet. We can't do us two and not do Dave. Do you want me to read them for you this time, Dave?
Yeah,
Please, yeah, that'd be great.
good.
Thank you.
So, first of all, Dave, could you please select whichever image gets you rock hard?
Rock hard. Do you know what? Hands that look like they've got too many fingers really do it for me. So.
Perfect. That suggests that you're a fan of a good old ribbon.
I'm not.
You're going on a date. Where are you taking your victim? I mean, your date.
Victim, huh? Well, there's no one around when you're in the park and or hiking. Yeah, I do like hiking in parks. We do that quite often, so I'm gonna go with that.
Why not? Why not go with that? I like it. You hear your parents fighting in the other room. What do you do before you go in and kill them both with an axe?
Well, I'm very confrontational avoidant, so probably just leave.
Oh yeah.
And then come back with the axe
the
and kill them
axe,
both.
come
Yeah,
back,
that's
yeah,
how it works.
exactly.
That's true.
Go outside. That's where the axe is. It's in the shed.
That's where the axes are. Now, pick a food that would be your last meal.
Ooh, last meal. Right, if I had to have one of these and like my absolute last thing on earth that I'm ever gonna eat. Do you know what? I was leaning towards the ramen vibes because I do like ramen, but I feel like if it's gonna be like a last thing ever, I'd have to go to this I don't know, beef Wellington looking,
good hearty send off.
Hearty, potatoes, like properly roast potatoes,
Dodgy. It might make it that axe harder to cut for you.
It's very true, yeah. It'll all be stuck.
Ready?
Yep. So this one.
Pick a quote which you have to get tattooed if this gets 1 million likes.
I'm gonna go with "You're not lost, you're here."
So stupid. That's what I was laughing
And
at.
just you could have it just on your scrotum. So if anyone ever finds themselves,
You're not lost.
you're not lost. You are here.
You are here with me, and where it is on my arm. There
you might not like it, but
that quote has got very we know now.
we know. Now we know.
Now we know. It's a good reference for the team.
Right.
And lastly, pick somewhere to hide the body.
Oh well. I do like the idea of forest vibes, but new age terrible design house. It looks pretty appealing to me. So, you could
They
look
would
at
never suspect.
that. Yeah, there's a lot of windows to look out of, so you can see anyone coming.
I know they'd never expect carcasses to be there.
No, never. Right, so yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You'd be a barbarian, a fighter, or a monk.
Really? Not at all what I was expecting.
Like, these classes are strong and resilient. You tackle problems dick on with brute force. Things don't scare you easily, except of course the memories and the guilt.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I don't know how you ended up with that. You literally chose walk away.
I don't want to confront my parents arguing, so I'm going to leave.
Chris, you
Fight your problems head on with brute force.
The spell quiz. So, good day, good buddies. Welcome to our first episode of the spell quiz. TM. In this quiz, I have designed a character from level 1 up to level 20, and it is a spellcasting class. Or a spellcasting subclass of a martial class. Ooh. But of course, all that will be revealed. What I need you to do is you all both have 2 singular guesses. If you get it wrong, no one gets the points. If you make a correct guess, you will get points which correspond to whichever level that you are at. So if we guess at level 1, you get 9 points, the full whack. Level 2, 8 points, level 7, 3 points, etc, etc. If you get down to cantrip, you get, or level 1, you get 1 point. No, the other way around. We're going to start at level 1, we're going to go up to level 9, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
because obviously the spells get more and more unique as you go up. So, if the first one's identify, loads of people get identify.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and start with things that are quite vague and then get things which are more unique as we go along. Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
Now, of course, there's an extra bonus point. So if, say, on your first guess, you get the spell class, say it's Bard, and you say Bard, you get the points that correspond to that. But there's an extra bonus point, which is obviously subclass. The first person to guess the subclass gets the point.
Okay. What do we buzz?
I'm going to say a spell from level 1, and then you can buzz in. And can you please tell us what your buzz sound's going to be?
My one's going to be quack quack.
Excellent.
What about you?
You're going to have to work quack into more conversations now. Dave, what's going to be your comedy catchphrase?
I'm not doing a comedy catchphrase. That's my comedy catchphrase.
I'm not doing a comedy catchphrase. It's a lovely comedy catchphrase. Excellent. Are you familiar with the rules?
I think so. Are you keeping track of the
Am I
scores? Because
familiar
that
with the
was
rules?
a bit IQ for me. QI.
It's fine.
QI.
Yeah, I'm down. Right, let's. I think I know
It might be based loosely off QI.
2 guesses. Okay.
So the first spell on this character's spell list is Grease. Grease.
Okay.
Anyone guessing on Grease for 9 points?
With 2 guesses? No.
Okay, then we'll go to the second spell. Phantasmal Force. Phantasmal Force. Is that doing anything for you?
No, not yet. Not with only 2 guesses.
Okay. Moving on to level 3 for 7 points. Slow.
I'm not doing comedy catchphrase.
Oh, go on. What do you think it is?
Sorcerer.
Oh, he's got it.
You know what? I actually was thinking sorcerer.
Right.
Because I used to play a sorcerer for 2 years.
Yeah,
and I
I was
thought,
like,
I'm just going
yes.
to wait a bit longer and see. And I thought, I was a sorcerer for 2 years.
Excellent.
What subclass though?
Subclass. Ooh.
Well, so you have 7 points, Dave.
Okay.
With your not a comedy catchphrase. So remember that, because we're going to do this every week, and after 6 weeks, we're going to see who gets a prize.
Okay, fine.
Oh, so we just get to do one.
One
I
each.
see.
You get a bonus point for a subclass. So I'm going to do the level 4 spell. This is only for a single point from now on, so I'll go quicker.
Do we get infinite guesses on this one?
No, you've got one more guess.
So I've got one more guess, and she's got 2.
You've got,
Right, I only got one.
Alright, fine. Okay. That's
no,
fine.
you've got 2 guesses, Eleanor.
Yep.
You've got 2 guesses. So Eleanor, you should get this. It's designed for more players, I'm not going to lie. It's supposed to be a 4th. We won't mention that though. Level 4 spell. Charm Monster.
Alright, not a catchphrase.
Quack.
Not a catchphrase.
Quack quack.
Not a catchphrase.
Not a comedy catchphrase first. Go ahead. Oh my god, he's got it. He's got it in both guesses. So that's a massive 8 points.
8
It
points.
is.
That's
a wild
exactly the
magic
class that I
sorcerer
used to
played.
play.
We should have got it faster then, shouldn't you?
Shit.
Yeah. How did you find my spell quiz, TM?
I was spellbound the entire time.
Oh.
And that's a good response. Thank you very much. I hope the audience was spellbound too. I worked hard.
I
on
enjoyed
that
it.
in the shower and at the toilet in one afternoon.
I'm sure you were working very hard on the toilet.
I worked so hard developing that and over one afternoon in the toilet and shower. So I'm glad you liked it. It's just a little something for us to do, every week, and then we'll see who gets the most at the end gets a prize. Yeah.
That was the final thing that we wanted to talk about today, actually. So that is the end of Roll to Miss Miscast episode something. Who knows when this will come out? Hopefully the news is not too old, and hopefully you haven't died before this comes out, because that would be sad. Don't do that.
That would be well sad.
We'd lose at least
If
a
I've died
subscriber.
before this comes out, then this would be a great thing to play at my funeral.
I am currently working on a dragon video, which should be out before this, but who knows at this point? It's supposed to be out by Monday.
Hopefully it comes out in the week between the 21st and 25th of April.
Okay, I will see you next time. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of the things that you are supposed to do to help our channel. I mean Chris's channel.
Yeah.
This podcast
Our channel. And remember, of course, 1 million likes on this video and Dave gets that tattoo. You're not lost. You're here.
You're not lost. You're here.
And
Wherever
just an
you
easy
are.
one, 1,000 likes, and I'll run with scissors.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.